Comedy FC. I got to hold it there tonight. Ronnie to the rescue. How we doing, people? Sorry that I'm a bit late. Big up, man. Man's fasting. Man going to the game. Man eating his food right now. So big up to all of you. Love and respect. Rashford, mate. Honestly, walking around tonight. Honestly, criticism. He deserves all the criticism he's getting tonight, honestly. He was walking around. Reece James, that first half. Oh, my God. When they played with the wing-backs, I think he got confused, Rashford. He thought he was marking Aspilicueta on that side. It's just shocking, man. But big up to every one of you, Therapy Army. We didn't get hammered. Most of us thought we were going to get battered. So it's a surprise. But I'm telling you now, I don't know how he looked on television, but that was played at a testimonial pace. Chelsea are looking forward to the cup final. They didn't want to go too hard. So it just showed, honestly, big up every one of you. It was just one of those games. Testimonial pace. I thought Varane played well, contrary to belief. I could hear him organising, shouting, trying to get players. I thought we sat too deep throughout the game. I thought that Ronaldo was good again. Fantastic goal. Took it fantastically well. Matic, man of the match for me. David De Gea, usual 7.5 performance. Made some good saves in that first half. And Chelsea, when they pushed it, they should have scored. I mean, Reece James cracks the post. But again, people, just going through the motions, FC. That's what we are now. Motions, FC. Here we go, here we go. Going through the motions, FC. Here we go, here we go. That's what we are, people. So big up to everybody in here, man. Obviously, as I come out of the stadium, people are telling me that Rangnick has took the Austria job. So it is what it is. I don't know if he'll be able to do. I'm quite disappointed by that, actually. I'm quite heartbroken by that. If that means he's not going to be a consultant at Man United, then so be it. You know, but I wish him well with Austria. But I just say thank you so much, Ralf, for exposing. You know what? Exposing what's going on. It's absolutely crazy, honestly. Honestly, how we didn't get slapped tonight is beyond me. But I give credit to certain bit of the defense, but Telles was getting toasted. Rashford's not helping him out on that side. Ilanga was helping out Delot on that side a little bit. But it was just, it was just comedy. Absolutely comedy. Man United are, honestly. That's what we are. We are a comedy football club. And it's just sad. It's really sad to see it. But we didn't get slapped. Oh, okay. Okay, big up Ray. Obviously, I've not looked at anything. So big up Ray. Ray's telling me that Ralph's staying as a consultant. Okay, that's good. Obviously, Alonso scores. Every time, even in the first half, they were going out wide. One game plan. Get the ball out wide. Whip it in with pace. A lot of times, the two number 10s who were playing up front, it was Werner and Kai Havertz. They were sat on the edge, mainly. If they had their strikers' heads on, we would have got smashed today. But luckily, they didn't. They didn't. At the end of the day, it was one cross from one side to the other side, and Alonso puts it away. But it was big up all the people, obviously, singing Anti-Glazer song. That was good tonight. I saw the banner in the tunnel, towards the tunnel, Glazers out. I'm so happy about that. I've been asking for banners. I just wish they would walk out 17 minutes to go in the game, other than coming in 17 minutes in. I genuinely want to see that. That's the next thing. Tom, I've sent you the link. Big up, Tom. Yeah, big up, Tom, man. Tom, I've sent you the link, man. Jump on, man. Jump on. Jump on so you can save me, man. I'm starving like Marvin, fasting all day, and I went to the game, didn't I? I opened my fast with a flapjack, and then now I'm eating. You know, I need to get my drink anyway. But big up to every one of you, man. Therapy, and please subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And like, share the channel. Please become part of the community, man. We've got a wonderful community. I met a brother tonight. Big up. I forgot to ask his name, but he took a photo in it. Big him up, man. The guy is part of the Therapy Army. He's there with his partner, his missus. And he says to me, she's sick of my voice because at night when they're in bed, he's always watching me. I don't know how to take that. I don't know how to take that, people. I don't know how to take that. They're in bed. She can hear my voice when she's about to sleep. She's like, what are you watching? He's watching a therapy army, people. He's always watching a therapy army. The Mario match, it was an improvement. We played against a very good team. Maybe they had more opportunities than us. But 1-1 is a fair result. There we go. I thought he was brilliant tonight. I thought he was man of the match, me personally. I thought he was man of the match, Nemanja Matic. I thought he was composed. It was like massive difference between him and McTominay and any other United midfielder. Bruno was his usual Bruno, moaning FC, innit? Moaning Bruno. Ronaldo, I thought first half he wasn't that great. Second half, he improved a lot. Second half, he was really good. Second half, I thought he played really well. And the goal, honestly, I'm right in line, people. I'm right in line with the goal. And the way he takes it, and he just absolutely takes that extra touch and then just, honestly, you don't understand how big Mendy is. Mendy is huge. I'm tall, but Mendy is tall. He's tall. I think he might be slightly bit taller than me, Mendy. And there it was. Bang! He puts it without a shadow of a doubt. What a finish by Ronaldo. So big up Ronaldo. Elanga tried, worked hard. Rashford, like I said, honestly, I would have took him up first half. Or I would have said to him, your job is not to mark Azpilicueta. That's not your job, right? Your job is to stay with Reece James. But it's just... going through the motions. Going through the absolute motions, man. Big up Khalees Romedin Lassie. Chief reporter, United Real Therapy, man. Big up. Make sure you show him love in the comments, people. Khalees Romedin Lassie, undoubtedly one of the legends of United Real Therapy. One of the hardest working people on this channel, man. Love and respect to you, brother. Always, King. Always love. And the man match, there has to be a better time said. The man is a big club, expectations are high. Tell me about that, mate. Tell me about that. You are getting off, mate. You're getting off, but thank you. Thank you, you're getting off. You know what I mean? But to me, it shows, it's just criminal how Scott and McTominay and Fred play more games than you when you're showing that when everybody else has been crap. There we go. Roy Keane. You bring Juan Mata on the youngsters on the bench. It's like a tribute to Mata. He should have left 2 years ago. Well, Roy, come on now. Come on now, Roy. That's a bit harsh. That's a bit harsh, man. I think that's a bit harsh. I think he was leaving the end of the season, so. I thought when he came on, he was one of our best players. I thought he was composed on the ball. I love that run. Ronaldo played the ball over wide. And he ran. He sprinted. Juan Mata sprinted more than flipping Rashford did in that whole game. Mata runs and then remembers, oh shit, I'm Juan Mata. He ran and he thought, what am I doing? Where am I running to? Then he stopped himself. So I think Roy Keane is a bit harsh there. I think there's so many other players to blame. So many other players to blame, man. There we go. Show the love to Khalees, man. Love and light, respect, man, always. David De Gea has made 120 saves in the Premier League this season. Only 2008, 2019, he has made more stops in a single campaign. Wow. What does that tell you, people? What does that tell you? What does that tell you? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let that sink in, people. Let that sink in. David De Gea has made 121 saves in the Premier League this season. Only in 2018-19 he has made more stops in a single campaign. So, and it's what? How many games to go? I think 3 games to go. So he's still not done yet. We're still going to need him to make more saves. It's mad. Alfie Chico, where shows push on desire. Ten Hag needs to ship this guy when he's officially joins. So Alex Ferguson protected this guy too much. Is that? Are you talking about Ray? Are you talking about McTominay? Tonight, honestly, Kante is fasting. Kante ran the game for them tonight. Honestly, Kante Kante bullied him, absolutely ran circles around him, man. I know it's not his fault, but obviously you can't compare. But I'm just like, come on, Scott, get there at least. Put on a challenge, be more physical with him. Kante was just woo like a train, honestly. Now you see me, now you don't. Just absolutely twisting and turning. Cristiano Ronaldo future. Rangnick on Cristiano future. It's Erik ten Hag and also Cristiano decision for what he can do next. But today's performance was really great. There we go. There we go. Big up Khalees, like I said. Big up and love and respect, man. Rangnick, I can confirm I will definitely continue with Man UFC and the consultative role. There we go. Big up Rangnick. Rangnick. So for me, Erik ten Hag haven't spoken, but I'm more than happy and willing to help to change things for the better. Big up Rangnick, man. Like a fresher breath air. For years and years, I can't imagine, guys. Please just try to get into my head. Try. I know some of you think, what? We can't get into your head. But for years and years, I've been screaming about the structure, talking about the bankers, talking about Matt Judge, talking about Woodward, acting like a director of football, acting like he's Valentino Perez, right? Knows nothing about football. It's all a rugby man. And Rangnick comes in 6 months, boom, exposed, literally, forensically dissects Man United Football Club for what it is. And that's why I will forever be grateful to Rangnick. Forever and ever be grateful to Rangnick. And those of you who are criticizing Rangnick, you need to give your head an absolute wobble. That's what you need to do, mate. Honestly, you need to give yourself a head shake, because how dare you blame this guy for what's been happening at this football club, the core of this football club, the hierarchy of this football club, the people who run this football club. Toxic. And there he is, comes in with a cleanser, cleansing the toxicity from this football club, telling truth. That's why they have to come out. Neil Ashton has to come out and go, we want an evolution. We don't want a revolution. Neil, you make me laugh. You make me laugh. Listen, I'm trying to get hold of Irfan. Irfan, where are you? Where are you, Irfan? Bro, jump on, man. Where are you, bro? Right, let me just try and get Irfan, man, because I need to eat some of this food. I'm bloody starving. Man like me's wasting away, people. Jokes. Absolute jokes, people. But, you know, let's get in the comments. What did you guys think about the game? Reece James played well. Of course, Mount played well. Of course, everybody who plays against us plays well. Everybody who plays against us play well. It's like we're the easiest. So for me, the fact that Chelsea didn't come and smash us, it shows that they've got one eye on the cup final. You know they're playing for the cup final. And to be fair, nobody's going to finish above them third. They're easily third. So they're not. Second half, they just took it easy. First half, there should have been at least 2 up. The game made 2 good saves, one on the header, and then the other one when Kai Havertz. So yeah, Chelsea were in a couple of times. And I thought the defense, I thought Varane, Lindelof played all right. They played all right. They were under a lot of pressure tonight, honestly. In that first half, from the first minute, Chelsea camped in our own half. At times, Rudiger's taking shots. 30 yards out, 40 yards out. So that's the difference, people. That's the difference. Trust me. Of course he did. In that, honestly, every time it's so blatant. One screaming like that. Rashford, get there. Get there. That's your man. What are you doing? Get back. Help. Tell us. He just going through the motions. Oh. No, I've not heard nothing. I've not heard nothing. All I'm hearing is that, to me, the Neil Ashton thing is all on Twitter. If you want me to be honest, the thing was started on Twitter, then certain journalists started digging, but apparently he's waiting for an offer from Chelsea as well. So that's the latest. That's the latest. I've not heard anything. But I'm praying and hoping that he comes in and becomes the head of recruitment. I'm hoping and praying. We need him. We absolutely need him. Give your head a wobble, pal. Go on, talk to me for seasons. Why should I give my head a wobble? Talk to me. Why should I do it? Talk to me, man. Talk to me. Why do you say that? Roy Keane, Antonio Rudiger, I think Man FC have tried to sign him, but he's probably thought, I want to win some trophy. Roy Keane, that is brutal best there. Roy Keane, that is brutal best. Brutal best. Right, you two. You're fasting all day. I need to eat some food. Roy Keane, that is brutal best there. Fan. Look at Roy Keane here. Big up to everybody, man. These two are going to take over now. I'm just going to operate. Big up to
Big up, people.
Big up, Tom. How we doing?
Yeah, big up. I told you to do that, lads. I got a prediction right. 1-1. Told you.
Well done.
Job done.
Oh, bloody hell, mate.
Job done.
How did you see the game?
Perfect, wasn't it? What we had a bit of everything. We had a brilliant goal. Oh, he's gone. Anyway, we had a goal. We didn't get thrashed. I think that's a good positive. We didn't get cricketed, I guess is a better word. We had the protests as well. And the banners. We've been talking about sending banners to the stadiums and stuff. And getting them in the grounds. I think that was a good thing to have as well. It really got the message. Banners get the message out there more than protests and these sort of things. Because when you see it live on screen, pictures get sent round, images get sent round, blah, 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 etc. And then social media just takes the rest and it goes with it. But like we said on the game and everything, I think performance-wise, I mean, we were shocking as a team. We know as a team we don't work as a team. There's no, you see Chelsea, that's how you work as a team. Proper drills, positional play, balance of play. And I mean, you could see the difference in midfields. I personally think Chelsea have one of the most balanced midfields that there is in the league. With the way that Kante, Jorginho, it just works, it clicks. We've said before about when we've tried to get Pogba and Fernandes to work in the same team, they don't click together. It's not like there's magic there. It just doesn't work. Matic's legs have gone, albeit he made some brilliant passes, runs, etc. McTominay, I mean, he looked lively, but when is he ever not? That's pretty much his best trait, is it not? Like being lively around the football field. But I think we can take, I guess, some positives from the game. I think there was some signs of there was some fight there at the end of the day. I think they gave the crowd, I guess, something of the money's worth, if we can say that, something. It wasn't worth probably going, but there was, I guess, some highlights, some negative points defensive-wise. But at the end of the day, like we said, the players have written off the season. There's not really much that we can say. We always go back to the same point, and the season's done out here. We haven't got anything really to do. And when we just take it game by game now. And I don't want people to jump on the hype of, we got a draw and, everything's, amazing, blah, blah, blah. Because it's not at the end of the day. These players, they're supposed to be playing for their lives and everything, dying for the shirt. And there's still some of them who they're just walking or jogging. Like, I don't need to name names because everybody knows when you go through the game and you watch it in full view or you watch it on TV, you can just see anybody who watches a game off the ball as much as just on the ball. You can see players who work hard in teams and who don't, and who pull the weight and who pull rank. And there wasn't a lot of that tonight. For example, we can see from the back line, I mean, I think it was Varane. He went out to close the ball down from, I think it was Alonso. And he's commanding Delo to come and push on to stop Mason Mount putting the cross in. I mean, he put the cross in the team over and nearly tapped into the far post. Like, these are the sort of things that I talk about where we talk about leadership. If you want to talk about leadership, you had one of the greatest veteran players that I've seen play anyway, in Thiago Silva in Chelsea's back line. Brilliant player for young players to learn off, like some Reece James and stuff. Develop the game, develop the craft. And he's one of the players who molds that sort of back line together. And this is what we talk about when we talk about characters. We don't have characters in our team. This is the problem. I know we've got a point today. Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? It's a point. It does nothing for our season or for our cause at the end of the day. We shouldn't be in this situation, really. But listen.
Irfan, how did you see the game?
Oh, we lost you, Tom. I was waiting for Tom to finish off.
When we go on to it, we've got a point and every minutes. Yeah, no, go on, lads, go on. I'd finished my point already. It must have cut off before.
Oh no, I thought there was a pause. I thought you were going to finish off your last comment.
No, it must have cut off, but I'd already finished through the pause anyway.
I mean, I predicted a 2-0 loss, and it could have been a 5-0 or 5-1. It could have been.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that was good goalkeeping or bad end product from Chelsea, but they basically bossed us for pretty much 85 minutes of the game. And a 1-1 is a proper get out of jail score, to tell you the truth, you know. But you know, looking at it, I'm sort of glad, you know, I'm glad we got a result. I didn't think we were going to get a result, and I was proved right watching the game itself. It was like, what was it in the first half? Was it 65% possession to them? And was it about maybe six? What was it in the second half? Maybe 68 or 60?
Yeah, we were higher in the second half. Yeah.
No, we were higher in the second half. Yeah.
I'm on about Chelsea.
Oh,
Chelsea had more of the ball in the second half.
Just basically bossed the game. I mean, you know, you said that about playing as a team, and Nuruddin said it before with the midfield, but I'll get onto that in a second. What I saw was, you know, when Rashford doesn't track back, I mean, let's be honest, everything's coming on Reece James's side. Pretty much everything is coming on that side. And like, you don't understand why. I don't know how long it took, or did it ever stop not coming on the right hand side? Where it's from? I think, is it Rashford not tracking back? It's Rashford.
Yeah.
When one person leaves their main attacking threat exposed like that for the whole game, you got to question the sanity of that one person. What's in his head? And then what it does, it exposes an already weak team already. I mean, like, it exposes them deeper and deeper. And it was just frustrating. It was maddening watching that happen again and again and again. And look, let's be honest, Kante ran the show. Yeah. Kante was absolutely everywhere. That little machine runs and runs and runs and runs. These fast, short 0 to 30 bursts that he can do all day long. He just showed it. If we had a player like him, we could have a couple of elder donkeys to a degree, or elder statesmen, because you got a guy like that. But we don't have anybody with in the engine room like he has. I mean, let's be honest. There's very few people in the Premier League who've got an engine like him. But he basically bossed the show with them today. He made it easy for them. And when you got a guy who can just keep stroking the ball all day long like Jorginho, it was effortless for them. They didn't even have to try. It was just wave after wave of attack. So when I think back to the 1-1 score, I'm like, I can't believe it was a 1-1. You know, Ronaldo still looks on form. And, you know, I got to cut Matty some slack. You say his legs have gone, but he's still a guy that can drop his shoulder and move inside and run with the ball. You know, I mean, the biggest mistake we kept making when we were under the cosh is we kept giving it away. Bruno's trying his $1 million passes all day long, not holding on to the ball. Just hold on to it. Don't try to pass every time. Just hold on to it. Let players get into position. Give them a little rest, a second. Stop playing the ball, because 19 times out of 20 it's going to go astray. It's not going to reach the target. So we're back under the cosh. So there's a little bit of football intelligence. I don't know whether it's arrogance. I don't know whether it's like, I want to be the star. I don't know it's ego. I don't know what it is, but it destroys me watching United. But I mean, I'm fortunate that we got away with it today.
Yeah,
we really, really did. We, you know, got away with that today. I don't know how that was 1-1, but you know, I don't think the team, obviously, when I look at the morale compared to the last game, I don't think it was as bad as the last game. We saw, you know, we looked a little bit better when Mata came on. It's bizarre, you know.
Yeah,
I didn't really understand the substitutions. I'm still waiting to see why Bailly doesn't get a game. Is it because he said he wants to leave? Why does he get a game over Jones? You know, I mean, I didn't think 3 at the back was a bad idea at one point, but you know, it's a strange one because, like, you know, no one can think straight at the moment. I can't think straight with this United team. I just can't. I don't know where they're coming from, but I'm happy that we got a 1-1. I'm sure all the fans are. I'm sure everyone's happy we got one, but we got battered. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got a 1-1, but I'm sort of happy with that. You know, I mean, are you happy with that, Tom? Are you happy with the 1-1? I mean, you predicted it. I don't know how. We were crazy last night predicting 1-1, but that's what you predicted.
Yeah. I didn't really know what to make of it, to be honest, because, like you've already said, you hit the nail on the head where you said the game was controlled by Chelsea. It was, and it doesn't even have to be a quality side to come against Man United. We know the gaps. The midfield is, you know, open as a bar is all night long. For example, you know,
an Irish bar, an Irish
an Irish bar. You know, the back line. I mean, it brittles like a bit of timber or
Yeah.
a bit of metal. You
Yeah.
you can get like you get like karate and stuff and put
Yeah.
karate chop straight through wood. It
It's,
doesn't even
you
have
know
to
what
be
it is, Tom,
anything
as well?
metal.
Is man for man, the back line, they're all defensively weak. No one's solid
Yeah.
and strong.
Yeah.
Compare them to a Chiari or like, a Van Dijk. Compare them. I mean, I know I'm comparing two of the best in the world, but there's just nothing solid in the back. And we've had the worst season for letting goals in so far. Pretty much one of the worst ever.
Yeah.
I mean, Burnley letting less goals than we have.
Yeah, they have done. Yeah, over the calendar year, they have. Yeah, since January.
And that's the thing, where do you
it's
begin?
shocking. Yeah. I don't really know where we can go from it. This is where we need to get to the end of the season. We need to get to the end of the season, and we need new coaches in to develop the defensive part. I mean, we already know transfers need to happen with this team. We don't need to say what positions because everybody knows where we need to improve. I personally think we need, like Ralf said, I think we need about 10 players. I honestly do think we need 10 players, or some of these players have really got to revive themselves.
Wait a second. Hold on a second, Tom. Hold on a minute, right? I heard a lot of my mates have said this as well, because that quote about we need open heart surgery, right? I've been thinking about that one a lot because sometimes, obviously, look, we're in the mire, right? We're in depression central. We've lost our heads. We can't think straight because we've been battered and battered and battered, right? So when you get abused that much, you can't think straight anymore. So when somebody makes a quote like you need open heart surgery, we're all thinking, yeah, maybe he's right. But then you sit down for a second, you go, wait, relax. Now, could Ten Hag get into the minds of these players, some of them, and go, you know what? What you were doing last year is a joke. You're not going to play for me or you're out. I mean, could he salvage the losing mentality of this team? Could he make them into winners? I'm thinking about that every day at the moment.
I don't think he can improve them. I've got to be very honest. I don't think there is any improvement in a lot of these players. I think you can take a couple of them, the young players and stuff, like Hannibal, for example, get some discipline into him.
But Tom, they're not affected by the traumatic loss.
Yeah. This is what I mean. But you take if we take the first starting 11, so we take the mainstream players, like you can see. I could see him doing something with Varane, for example, at the back line. I can see him being a main stonewaller that he would keep straight in the team. Same thing with De Gea, albeit he's got his frailties playing out from the back. Yeah. He's a leader there. At the end of the day, he's a character on the football field.
But he can leave his head held high this year. He's one of the
obviously. I think he's been the best player.
High this year, yeah.
Best player. I said the quote in the middle of the season. I think we're 10 games in. He'd go on for the rest of the season. He'll be our best player.
Who's that?
And I've been proved right with it. We've been around about David De Gea.
I mean, look. To be honest with you, I admire
everywhere you go. Always take the KO with you. Everywhere you go.
But Tom, I mean, not only is his number of saves he's made this year, it's the fact that he says things like, "I'm embarrassed." Every says, "I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry." So
do you know something, Irfan? Right, 3 players have done an interview in the last 5 months. 3 players have done an interview. Matic, De Gea, and who was the other one? Fred. When they started the interview, the first word that they all used were embarrassed.
Yeah.
That is everybody can go and watch the 3 clips of those 3 players that I've just said from the interviews. First question they get asked about how was the team performance? We're all embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but carry on your point, Irfan.
Yeah, I mean, I am thinking, can you improve the players or not? I mean, because you know what it is first I look at 2 things in a footballer. I look at football brain, and then I look at athletic ability. Yeah, can you combine both? Now, like for example, when you watch one of the top teams, you know, like how many opportunities we have for sort of a little, attempt at a breakaway goal, but that pass to break the line and to sort of leave that person having a run on a goal, it was 9 times out of 10 it was it went astray. It was never a touch perfect pass. Whereas you watch the top teams like the City or Liverpool, that breakaway pass is always to feet and bang, they're away. Ours never seem to go there. Ours never seem to do. We're always that sort of nearly pass. Obviously Bruno tries them all the way down. I'm trying to think, what the hell can Ten Hag do with some of these, or do we have to get rid of all of them? I'm trying to work it out every day. Every game I'm thinking about it. And you're saying, no, lost cause, it's not going to happen. But I keep thinking a top coach surely can take some of these guys and say, come on, man, what the hell are you doing?
I think in the short term, he can. In the short term. But if we talk about winning things...
Hang on, already. Let me go on.
Yeah, if we're talking about in the short term, absolutely, you can get something out of some players short term. but you've got to turn a team that was built, went to numerous semi-finals, got to a final eventually, and won nothing. They've been together nearly 3 years. This whole team, they've been built, and they've won nothing together. You've got to take them and then suddenly turn them into winners. He's got. We all know Ten Hag's got a job on his hands. This is why I'm saying if you can mix some of the players in that he wants to bring in.
But Tom, the question is, does he have to get rid of everyone apart from the couple of people?
I don't think he has to get rid of everybody, not in particular, but most of them.
It's impossible.
Yeah, of course it's impossible. And you've got to find them new clubs. They've got to want to go. They're on numerous. How many of them are on big wages?
No, they're not going to want to leave. They'll be happy to sit on the bench earning their 200k a week or 175 grand a week. The average one. They're not going to. No one else is going to pay them that kind of money.
Yeah, and you know who's put us in this problem, don't you, Irfan? Ed Woodward.
Of course, the board. Yeah, Woodward. Yeah, the board.
Woodward. Well, the quotes have come out and everything, haven't they? Saying he was the one who was promoting it because if we renew a player's contract, the value goes up.
Yeah.
Where? The contract time goes up, not the value.
Yeah.
They still got a price tag on their head. It doesn't improve if they're here for another 4 or 5 years.
You know, the commodities still of worth, you know. And
obviously.
And as a footballer, it's got to be a share price is performance related. You know, you get results at the end of the year. The board looks at it. You've done well. You've made more money last year. Your share price goes up. You did worse. It goes down. So I don't get this. I don't get it at all. I don't get what was in Woodward's brain to do that.
Well, he's a businessman. This is the problem with fan. Businessmen cannot contradict and go on to football operations. That's like you get a doctor and you put them. I don't know where should we put them? Put them in a warehouse. Trying to move machinery around. It's not going to happen at the end of the day. They're different qualifications. And like we say with the football field, like you just said the point, Irfan, about would you get rid of the whole team? There is some players there you can do things with, likes of your Sanchos, Rashford.
Listen, Tom, can I just come in 1 second?
Yeah, go on.
We need to clear out a lot of the toxic players.
That's what I mean, toxic players. Not all of them, but toxic ones.
We need to break up this team because, like Tom said, exactly what I was going to say. He took the words right out of my mouth, Tom. This team's been there for 2.5 years, nearly 3 years together, and they've achieved jack all. They're not good enough. They're imbalanced. If Man United want to do something next season, we need to buy, I think now, 3 midfield players because Matic and Pogba are leaving. We need 3 midfield players to come and replace. And the holding guy, we need somebody to replace Matic as a backup and somebody to replace Pogba. That's what we need. We lose every midfield. Tell me again this season we dominated the midfield.
Obviously, there's none.
Exactly.
There isn't one. No.
Exactly. It's like everybody's got adversities, and that's football.
But Nuruddin, Kante battered us more than Xhaka did.
He was fasting, and he did that to us.
He battered us way more than Xhaka did for Arsenal. This guy is a different league to Xhaka. Let's be honest.
He is.
He is a different league. I mean, the guy's engine is unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
I think he's one of the best in the world, personally.
Yeah.
Hands down, one of the best in the world.
Like I said,
he didn't get appreciated enough.
I cannot get my head around the guy was fasting. No food, no water for how many hours? 15, 16 hours a day, and he's still playing football. It's unbelievable. And he still makes our fully fed donkeys like McTominay. It makes them look like donkeys, like camels. It's crazy.
Yeah, but it's like with Liverpool's front three. We said it.
Yeah.
Just pause for a second. Can I just say congratulations to Alessandro Garnacho? He made his debut tonight, and I just wish Ralf gave him 10 minutes. I just wish 10 minutes.
No, listen, the symbolism is great. Alejandro will be happy. He will be happy with that.
His family will be happy as well. I think that's a big positive.
What does Richard Arnold know about football to be congratulating anybody over sit?
They know about PR, don't know. They know about PR.
Look at this marketing here. Look at this marketing here from Simon fucking Peach, who's one of the cronies used by the football club to put the PR spin on it tonight. Harry Maguire and Richard Arnold. I don't give an absolute F. I don't give a shit. Yeah,
but they do, Nuruddin. The PR team, that they're Operation PR Man United, they do.
That's what we are. That's what we are. Richard Arnold did some good thing. He said congratulations to the Garnacho family.
Mm.
Man.
Oh, he's here tonight. Nuruddin. He's already made his appearance. He's made his appearance. What's the new name for your documentary about him? Come on.
Oh, CMS, you see me?
Yeah. Come on, what's the documentary called?
Is it something
I
with swindlers,
Gonna
do you think?
swindler.
The good swindler is here. He's arrived.
Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Sticker. You know what it should be? Stickler gonna swindler.
Sticker swindler.
Super sick sticker gonna swindler. That's a title. Say me asking. Big up, say me asking.
Big up, man.
Definitely no threat to you. We're not a threat to you, bro. So don't chill out, okay? Take it easy on us. But we'd love to hear from what you watched tonight, honestly. He'll say, we smashed Chelsea and we smashed you. And we're going top 4. And we're going to win Arsenal are going to win the World Cup in the winter. That's what Arsenal fans are like. Big up. Yeah, man. Garnacho, I just wanted him to get 10 minutes, man. He got some of the biggest cheers tonight. When him and warmed up and Hernandez warmed up, they got huge cheers, man. Huge cheers. But it is what it is.
What did you see that we didn't see, Nuruddin? Obviously, we're watching on TV.
You know what I saw? I saw Varane's leadership in that second half, organising them. I saw Varane organising Diego Dalot and tried to organise the midfield to get back and help when the runners, like Havertz and that second half, Havertz and that were making the run from outside to inwards. I saw Rashford walking around obviously like a zombie, honestly, like he's in a zombie movie. He was marking Aspilicueta and leaving Reece James out there by himself. You would have thought Reece James there was just out on a walk by himself. Nobody there near him to mark him.
I noticed. We noticed that on TV.
90% of their attacks came from Reece James. I think 90% did. Yeah.
But for me,
most of it come down the right hand side on TV for us. Didn't
what I loved tonight was the banner. The banner was brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
A letter to say Glazers out, and I thought, stand up. If you hate Glazers, stand up. I thought did that come over through the TV? Could you hear that?
Yeah, you could hear it. I could hear it, yeah. I have it on loud, though, because we have family around and stuff tonight. So,
yeah. So, honestly, that one was just standing up. We stood up about 4 times. Stand up, Stretford and singing. If you hate Glazers, innit, stand up. And we just start clapping and going crazy. So I was... There were
the protest outside as well.
Yeah, the protest outside. Too many flares. They went through the Munich tunnel and it's just too many flares and he couldn't even see in front of you. It was mad. And you could see over the stadium, the flare smoke coming all over and everybody's looking at it like that. What's going on out here? It's the flares. Because a lot of fans got in, but I went to the protest, did my bit. Yeah,
but what's the vibe with the protest? What's the vibe?
The vibe
Did you speak to any of them, Nurden?
Yeah. I just said, can we just do the walkout 17 minutes? They're like, no, we've organised it so people go in 17 minutes later. And I'm like, it's not going to make a massive difference. You want to walk out 17 minutes to go. Commentator will talk about it. Everybody will talk about it. I was like, coming in 17 minutes late, it's not.
But they were talking about it tonight. Martin Tyler and Gary Neville on the commentary. They did mention it, like, the stadium's a bit empty tonight, isn't it? And then I think they went on, played it to the 17th minute, and then loads of people flooding in afterwards. After the 17th minute, from what you've said, where they were coming in from the 17th minute.
Yeah.
But listen, we need to. I don't want to rabbit on and bang on about this, but we need to keep this consistency. This needs to be consistent. If people are this desperate about this change and everything at the football club, we say it enough on here. Or United Real Therapy, we say it enough on here. If people want this to be a regular thing, don't just do it for the final games of the season. This has to be a prolonged thing. We can have this summer. They can buy Jack the lad from Newcastle. They can buy anybody. The brilliant European model, whoever. Mm-hmm. Don't be fooled, people. Don't be fooled. We all got fooled about this thing with Ronaldo, the homecoming, blah, blah, blah. Full PR stunt. Come in, expose the football club. Got fooled about Ralf, did we not? We're going to do this Gengen pressing. High intensity, high work rate. 30 minutes Palace. Jacked it in. Don't get dragged in, people. Don't get dragged in about all these big names.
They absolutely jacked it in. Say it there. Oh my God. Say it me.
Oh God.
Calm down. Watch Arsenal replay stuffing you at the Emirates.
Well, he's giving his daily wage again, man. I got to give it this guy. Daily wage he is giving you.
Watch Arsenal replay.
He might make it per hour if, and you never know.
That's why he's on an hour.
I hope he does. I really hope this guy makes that kind of money.
Yeah, I do.
I really hope he does.
Let me read it out. Give me a chance to read out. Right. Watch Arsenal replay stuffing you at the Emirates. We are getting Gabriel from City. He had Martinelli. He had Martinelli better than 2002 Brazil attack. United and Spurs, one-man team. London is red. Tagnout won't save your team. So he deserves another shout out. Say Miasi, you are super sticker, super chat, gonna swindler. That's who you are, mate. You are. That's what you are. That's a documentary name. I need to come and find you. You need to follow me on Instagram, and I need to find you. Are you on Twitter, Zane? We want to know if you're on Twitter. But I'll read it out again. Watch Arsenal replays stuffing you at the Emirates. We are getting Gabriel from City. He and Martinelli better than, this is a big thing, than the 2002 Brazil attack. So the 2002 Brazil, let me remind people, it was Ronaldo, Ronaldinho.
He's up his head, obviously, yeah.
2002 World Cup attack, that was Ronaldo.
That's one of the best ever Brazilian attacks. One of the best ever.
Exactly. United and Spurs, one-man team. London is red. Tagnout won't save your team. I think CMAS is dunking on us there.
Oh, Spurs are a two-man team. They're not a one-man team. They're a two-man team.
Oh yeah, no, he didn't. He's got his cup of tea or whatever. He's dunking them biscuits in. That's what he's doing.
That's what he's doing. That's what we're doing. But honestly,
they showed the empty seats. Yeah, that's true.
That's good. Yeah.
So were the fans relieved with the 1-1? Were they sort of relieved? What vibe you got?
Everybody, 73,000 turned up on a Thursday night in a season that's been dreadful. We cheer that goal like it's nobody's business because our job in the stadium is to support the players, try to encourage them.
Yeah, I know, but like, come on, they must have been deflated watching that.
Of course, we're deflated. We were screaming at them, get out! Why are you sitting back? It was low block. Ronaldo's like that, get out, come on.
Yeah, I saw him put his hands up many times to ask him to move forward, yeah.
Wherever, we're all screaming, get forward. Stop playing too many passes in the back. But
this is the problem, though, and this is the point I was trying to make earlier on to you, Irfan, where I was saying, are these players now embedded in this system? Because we've had this for now nearly 3-4 years with... That's Mourinho's way of playing, is it not?
Yeah, it's Mourinho, yeah.
It came out with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer where he adapted the same sort of model. The players were doing the same things, the same old traits.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing it again with another person. This is where I'm making the point. Have they not had enough chances now where they could do things differently? Where if they don't do things differently, like we say, if Ten Hag comes in, he looks at these players and they're cowering off, I don't really want to go into that challenge. I don't want to press the man. Right, well, I can spend £15 million on some nobody from the Netherlands or from Germany who'll do what I want to do, and I can develop them. Yeah. So this is what I mean by if we want to improve, we might need to let go of some of the key players.
We've discussed this many times before. You can't suddenly get people who've been playing a low block with very little running to suddenly start doing the gegenpress. It's not going to happen.
I understand that. Well, we didn't even play the right people.
But to qualify that remark, the whole of attacking football in Europe is about the gegenpress. It's all about the high press. That's what the modern game is. Yep. So we've been left behind because of the last two jokers we had in the modern game. So it's like us playing Serie A against this new English, this fast gegenpress, Brazil, this high intensity Europe, British football. Yeah. And actually, nobody in Europe plays it like City and Liverpool. No one does. No touch those two in terms of modern gegenpress.
We're playing it incredibly.
Hansi Flick era, I think.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. They did, yeah.
But apart from that, I don't think there is really anybody out there. Ten Hag,
no, there's anybody else. No.
Ten Hag coaches it to a certain extent.
Man. Listen, big up Zane, man. Zane, seriously, I'm serious. I want to come and make the documentary, man. Seriously, it is.
Big up CM as well. Big
super chat. Big super chat. Gonna swindler. That's what the documentary is, man. We want to know who Zane is. Who's the real Zane? But honestly, he dunks on us like nobody's business. I mean, to come out with that, Martinelli and Gabriel are better than 2002 attack. It's just 2000.
I told you, Neil Ashton exposed. That's what he should be called.
I don't think he is. Zane is something, but he ain't Neil Ashton. I promise you that. It's not Neil Ashton. Zane was the United stand now. He's on it. Listen, Zane knows what he's doing, mate. Handling Rodin's counter-attacks right.
Listen. On a serious note, he's happy because how many years have Arsenal been out of Europe now? Like the Champions League?
Yeah,
How many years?
listen, yeah.
Exactly.
Three,
No, how
4
many-
years
how many
now.
is it?
I think it's 4 years. Wait,
4
since
years.
Wenger left. Since Wenger left.
Wow. So
They've
you know,
never been back in the Champions League since Wenger's left.
has their trough or their bottom worse than ours? Have we reached a lower level than they have? Or did they reach a lower level than us? Who's been at the bottom? Like these two fallen giants.
Well,
Who
we're
else?
at rock bottom. We're at rock bottom, but it's only
We're at
1
rock
year,
bottom
hasn't
now,
it?
but was their rock bottom, lower than our rock bottom?
I think theirs is still lower
Yeah,
because
man.
they've had it for more years.
Theirs is worse.
It's about 73,000 there tonight. Honestly, yeah, it was. The stadium was rammed, mate. It was rammed. It was rammed.
Well, loyal support. Then we got to give it to the fans. Loyal support, man. Loyal. Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
listen, at the end of the day, they just want to see something. I tell you what, in the game, I don't know if you heard it on the TV, but we pressed a little bit, and Bruno slid in and challenged the ball, and he went for a throw in. That got one of the biggest cheers tonight because we pressed as a team.
On Alonso near the corner flag. Yeah.
That got a massive cheer. But at the end of the day, it's simple, people. Ten Hag has got a big job, and the expectation is lowered. He's got incredibly hard job, honestly.
He's building the Empire State Building for anybody. That's what he's basically got to build. It's like the old saying, you've got to walk before you can talk at the end of the day, or you can talk before you walk. We can say because all we're hearing right now is talk. Oh, he's going to implement these things. The dressing room's not happy. Who cares? Who honestly cares what the players think right at the moment? I don't care. It's like with Ralf, where he's been offered this Austrian job. Listen, if he went and he left Man United's consultancy role and he said, "Nah, that's not for me," would I blame him? No. Like Nuruddin said earlier on, I'd thank him for coming to this football club with his intelligence and his business model brain that he's used at his Red Bull Sporting project that he did years ago, and exposing us for what we are. And like Louis van Gaal, the greatest quote I will ever think of, it's a commercial club. It's not a football club.
Yeah.
Complete fact. I think that's probably the best quote, and he wasn't even our manager. That's the best quote you could ever use to describe Man United. That's a proper person in football as well.
Exactly. Look at Alfie. Alfie's like, Alfie, I promise you, I bet you know more about football than Richard Arnold and Matt Judge will ever do in their entire lives.
Yeah.
Well, you do everything.
For almost 150, they will never know. So honestly, I remember me talking about, you remember me? I mean, that's what I'm saying. The channel wasn't here. I wish the channel was running for a couple of years because you guys would understand. As Saeed and Aaron, I was talking about Fabinho, but nobody was talking about him. I talked about United, Van Dijk to United when he was at Celtic. Yeah. When he was at Celtic, I was telling people, United to go and sign Van Dijk. I was talking about this player.
But Nuruddin, you remember when Southampton played us when they had Manny and Van Dijk? You could see it then. These guys were serious players. You could see it then.
We can see it now, though, can't we? With teams.
No, but we saw it. We saw it then.
I saw it.
Then. Listen, Tom. We had the money to buy all these players. If we had a system, we could have bought all these players.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying organized, but listen, I'm saying they've all slipped through the net.
Instead of buying them, guess who we went for? We went for Di Maria.
Maguire.
Falcao, broken Falcao. That to me that's when I knew Man United as a football club was broken. Falcao did a massive cruciate ligament, was out for a long time, took him a long time to get back, and we bought him for massive. I'm like, what? He's not the same guy. He's not.
Wait a second, was it under Mourinho? Was it under Mourinho?
No, that was on the bloody Van Gaal. It was
Van Gaal, yeah, it was on.
No, it was under Moyes, wasn't it?
It was Moyes, yeah.
Moyes, wow, it was early on, I know that, but it was a shadow of the player he was.
We got him on loan, didn't we?
Van Gaal.
We got him on loan.
Van Gaal, I think he might have been. I mean, that's what I'm saying to you. It's been that long, innit? It's been that long we've been shit. It's been that long.
Really, what about the guy the Chilean guy we got from Barcelona? Where he come from now? The one who came from Arsenal. From Arsenal, not from Arsenal. What was he called? Sanchez. Oh my God! Do you remember this guy for Barcelona? Do you remember this guy?
You know what he said?
Yeah,
you know what he was?
Wow.
After a day and a half after he signed, he was like, "I want to get the hell out of here."
Yeah.
Arsenal.
But do you know the funny thing? Do you know the funny thing? I think what we need to do, we need to get something together and do a timeline of Man United, and we'll go year by year for the last 10 years because it's coming up to a 10-year anniversary soon, isn't it? Where we've not won the league or anything.
Yeah.
We should do a timeline of events where, like we say, we've gone. We just said there about Van Dijk and Mane. How many people have? I mean, managers, players included. How many people have we missed out on in the last 10 years? 10 years ago, Sir Alex Ferguson went to such as Rafa Varane's house in France, spoke to his mother and everything. Couldn't convince him. Gonna done what he's done in the game. Karim Benzema, you look at him right now for Real Madrid. Couldn't convince him. All these brilliant players that could be at Man United right now.
Tom went for Leon. Remember when they beat us, when Leon beat us, and
that's when he wanted him. That is when he wanted him. He stayed in Leon. He went over to Leon, and he went and spoke to his family. He went and spoke to Karim Benzema's father, and he couldn't convince him to come. Like you just said there about Van Dijk and Mane. Jurgen Klopp had an interview to come to Manchester United. Similar time when Louis van Gaal was appointed, he said it's Disneyland. That was the quote that he used. It's ran like Disneyland, so I'm not coming here. We said it before. When Ferguson left, Pep Guardiola was asked, "Do you want the Man United job?" Nah, not for me. I don't work under a dictatorship. I work for an ownership.
Yeah,
that's the quote that he used before he left Barcelona. These are people who are at the top of the sport right now, using these sort of words against our football club, and you can't blame them.
But Tom, until the fans understand it, like you do and like Nuruddin does, nothing's going to ever change, and that's the reason why we get away with it. It's because not enough of the fans know the issues. The fans are all. I get a vibe they're just surface level thinking in terms of Man United's problems. It's just surface level.
This is why we should employ fans at the football club. I'm sorry, we should not even just pay them a wage or anything, because people would do it for free. You're telling me and Nuruddin would expect a paycheck, or even you, fan, would go and do the global scouting? We know players around Europe. When you see, you see a player when you see him. At the end of the day, you know a player when you see him.
I'm talking about the Robertsons, finding people like that. The little guy from Hull, the left back.
Yeah.
I'm finding those little geniuses that cost you next to nothing.
There's a guy on loan from Middlesbrough playing for Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest, yeah.
He's been amazing this season. He's got into the best.
Spence, is it Spence?
Yeah,
Spence. Yeah.
Let me pick up Usman. It's only 1 year, 5 years, no trophies, big man. That of course it is. Of course it is. Listen, I don't know if I said it was 1 year. No, it's been 5 years, 5 years and longer. And to be fair, I don't count the Europa League, because that's a trophy Man United should never be in or winning. I don't count that. I don't care much for the League Cup. I know some of you might think the League Cup is a good trophy, but the only trophy that I respect is what? The FA Cup. And for me, that run, that's the last time I really enjoyed Man United on a cup run. That was the last time I really enjoyed watching. Semi-final, quarter-finals, and that was good games. Really good games. It is what it is, people. Listen, at the end of the day, I want to end on a positive. So, Irfan, I'm going to ask you 3 players you thought played well tonight. And Tom, I'm going to ask you 3 players who you think played well.
I think Ronaldo played well.
Yep.
I think Matic played well.
Man of the match for me.
Yep. And who else? I don't know a third person who played well, Nuruddin. I'm thinking hard. I don't think we had 3 players that played well.
In the stadium, you could see who was organising. There was one guy organising.
Maybe Ran then. I mean, look, they were under the cosh. They were under the cosh. You know, they were under the cosh. I thought him and Lindelof had okay games. But I didn't see them have amazing games.
No, they didn't. They didn't have an amazing.
I just love the fact that if Matic had an engine, he'd be such a good player. If he had an engine, he'd be an amazing player. If he had an engine,
he was for Chelsea. He was for Chelsea.
He was. He's just, you know, we don't have a midfielder like him who's prepared to shield the ball and just open his body up and get past and take 2 players out of the game, looking in the other direction. Something that McTominay cannot do. You know, so I can only give 2. Truthfully today, I can only think of Matic and Ronaldo.
David De Gea usually, but he's always.
De Gea didn't have to do anything really, because they were poor. They weren't good saves. They were poor misses. Let's be honest. They were.
But still, he has to do it, and he has to make the save. He has to.
He's still on good form. He's still on good form.
He's the player of the season for me.
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else, but he's the player of the season. I said it 10 games into the season.
Let me just read this out. Folks, you have to understand United's contract is with Ralph's company, not Ralph personally. So an employee of Ralph's company will be working with United. Okay, there we go. Consultancy, that's how consultancy firms work, innit? That's
probably
what
will be.
About, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
go on then, Tom. What were you saying? Who do you think had a good game? Now answer Nuruddin's question.
I'd probably say same as you. I think Ronaldo and Matic man of the match for me. De Gea, I mean, he's got to do his job at the end of the day, and he's got to keep us in the game and make saves. I thought somebody was probably a bit under the radar. I thought Lindelof had an okay game. I don't think he was the worst player on the field. I think there was moments where him and Varane. There's been moments in the season I've liked that partnership more than I've liked having Maguire involved personally. I just think they complement each other a bit more than Maguire does with either of them. We've seen Maguire with Lindelof last year. Didn't work really. There wasn't a connection there. We've seen it this season with Maguire and Varane. It's not really worked. I think it is the best partnership we have to get us to the end of the season.
Tom, have we looked better without Maguire?
Well, we've not been shipping goals.
Exactly.
I don't. We've been shaky. I think we've been lucky when he's not been playing, but I think it's been better.
I think 100% today we look thousands miles better because even when he's on the ball, it's the time he takes on the ball. He slows the play down. He slows the play down. He holds the ball too much and then does the donkey pass out of play or into somebody. And then his team use that footage and put it on his Instagram and he shares it on Twitter. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And look, already the PR machine's working. He was the first to congratulate Garnacho. Who gives a damn? I don't care.
Why? Because he's the club captain. Means nothing. Means absolutely nothing. The dude needs it ripping off him in the summer. That captaincy needs to go. And to be fair to him, with Maguire, I don't think it's his fault that he's been placed in this situation because there should be a proper voting system or a bit of a ballot, should we say, with the dressing room. Who you get your experience, not your young players, but your experienced players. Who should be the captain? Because I'll tell you now straight away, when Maguire was made the captain, he would not have been the person that they would have took to and picked. It would have been David De Gea. David De Gea would have been the one who would have probably been chosen. And you know something? I'll sit here now and I say the same point that I will always say. If he didn't attend that interview at Newcastle, he would be here as the captain, in my opinion. If he did not do that interview saying, it's the worst it's been, football club's rotten to the core, blah, 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 the dressing room, it would have been made club captain.
Yeah, I think that obviously peed off Ollie, didn't it? It really peed off Ollie,
Yeah. But listen, even in the summer, like, Ten Hag, you come in and you choose who your captain is. You don't stick with something that's old. Go with what you think at the end of the day. Listen, let Ten Hag go and bring a player in and think, right, if he's the captain, make him the captain. By all means, if you've got some leadership quality, it doesn't matter about Man United experience anymore. You see players go to football clubs for a long time. Thiago Silva's proven example. Went to Chelsea. He's good. He's good enough to be Chelsea captain. I'm not gonna lie to you,
the levels of quality tonight, honestly. The ball gets booted. United defense are booting the ball out. He, instead of headering it, panicking, he chesses it, controls the player on him. Goes
37 as well.
So calm on the ball. He's so calm on the ball. Yeah.
How silky is he, Thiago Silva, man? How good is he?
And this is him past it, Nuruddin. Remember what it was like for PSG.
And this is the crazy. The other day I showed a clip, right? And he was in that team with Beckham, Ronaldinho, AC Milan team.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
He's played for AC Milan. It's crazy, this guy, man. Absolutely crazy. For me, the three players tonight, other than De Gea, who's been brilliant all season, I thought Varane's organisation at the back was really good. He didn't have a spectacular game, but he was at least talking. And I never see Maguire doing that, organising people. Matic was man of the match for me. And I thought Ronaldo second half was brilliant. He took the goal fantastic.
Yeah.
You see, Ronaldo... I only see on the pitch. There's only sort of like you said, Varane, and there's only Ronaldo I can see who's a leader on the pitch. He's one who's pleading the players and trying to get the fans and everyone on the side like a captain does. He's the only one whose body language seems like a leader. I don't see anybody else.
I see De Gea as well. I do see it with De Gea, like corner management and stuff.
When you're a keeper, it's more difficult when you're a keeper, you know.
Yeah, I understand with the keeper. So the keeper scenario,
no, it should be one of those.
Difficult.
It can only be Ronaldo or De Gea, the captain. It can't be anybody else, in my opinion.
Do you think we should buy somebody in? I'll put the question out there. Do you think we should buy somebody in who should be the captain?
Well, it depends on what you get. It depends on who you buy.
I think we need a new captain to come in.
You don't think there's somebody to pick here, Nuruddin? You don't think there's anybody here?
Well, with Ronaldo's days, Ronaldo's been natural, but for me, that's just too obvious. I need somebody who's going to play majority of the games to be the captain. I think a midfield player needs to be bought and be given the captaincy.
Who would you buy? Who would you buy?
Ronaldo could be captain, no?
I would take Ronaldo, but come on, look at his age here, fam. He's not getting
I don't think it's about age.
He's not going to be the next couple of years. He's going to be part of a winning team that's building to go and challenge for something in 3-4 years' time, is he?
Maybe not. Maybe. Yeah, but I don't know who else could be captain then apart from Varane.
I think we're going to buy somebody. This is the point I'm trying to make. I think we should just go out there, buy somebody who's been a captain somewhere.
Who are you going to buy that could be captain?
I'm talking about Ronaldo. Of course, his legs are gone. He's tried to dribble. He did it tonight a couple of times, falling over. He can't dribble. His legs are gone. He's just a box guy who can finish in the box. Anywhere around the box, Ronaldo can finish. Anywhere inside the box. But outside, he does his mad step overs, then falls over. So his legs are gone. I don't know if you see it in the game, but that's what he does.
Yeah. You do see parts.
He can no longer do what he used to do. I remember him as a 19-year-old. Everybody taking a mick out of him, 18-year-old, with blonde streaks, doing mad step overs, getting
yeah.
And then coming back to try and take them on again.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. It is what it is. So seriously, guys, his legs are gone in that sense. But inside the box, you get the ball from Ronaldo, he's still lethal. He's still lethal.
Yeah.
And tonight he ran. I saw him running like to try to stay with Reece James out wide. Because Rashford was just like lost.
Yeah. Well,
but listen, guys, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I predicted us getting slapped. Irfan predicted getting slapped. So we congratulate Tom. Tom was the winner tonight. Tom got it right 1-1. But it was if they had proper finishes like Irfan said, it would have been good night in the first half.
Yeah, I still think my prediction was right because in terms of the actual play, the battered us. Yeah.
You did get the. I guess the analysis of the game right.
Irfan, a Sunday league team was going to batter us now the way we play.
Yeah.
You know, want to batter us. I'm telling you,
there isn't any organisation. There is there.
I don't keep up. Who's next?
I think the next game.
Is it Southampton or somebody?
I think it's Monday. We play on Monday. I think it's Brentford.
Monday.
Oh, Brentford, yeah.
Yeah, Brentford. And then that's our last game of the season.
Brentford is Brentford, yeah.
Brentford's last game at OT, and then we've got Palace, haven't we, toward the end of the season.
Palace away, and who else away?
Somebody else as well, I can't remember. Is it like Villa? No, it's not Villa.
Is it Wolves? I think it might be Wolves.
No, I think we played them earlier in the season, didn't we?
Twice? Have we played them twice already? Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did, yeah. Somebody put in the comments who it is. We'll give you a shout out. We'll give you a shout out.
Is it Brighton?
Yes, Brighton. Brighton.
Oh, yeah, Brighton, yeah.
Brighton. Well done, Irfan.
Yeah.
Brighton.
Shout out to Irfan. Right.
Yeah.
Sherbet said it as well. Yeah, Sherbet.
Right. At the end of the day, we got battered still on the football. It was.
Yeah, Sherbin. Big up.
Yeah.
And Ray.
So big up, man. Big up, Sherbin. Yeah, that's it. Palace. And Palace will probably, if Palace play with any intensity the way they played against Arsenal, they're going to batter us as well.
Oh, Eagle-eyed will have a field day with as well. Eh?
Oh, God. Oh, God. I'll have him on here for the preview.
Yeah, bring him on here.
But he will absolutely be going berserk. But, guys, big up Irfan, big up Tom for coming on.
Yeah, big up.
Please make sure you follow them. CM, next time, let me know how the assignments are going. Big up to CM. We'll get you on, definitely. 146 of you watching. Please smash a like on the video. We are on the way to 10,000. Me and Irfan, the channel is coming next week. The first podcast is happening 100%.
You sure about that, Nuruddin? Are you sure about that?
Next week is happening, Irfan. The podcast is coming 100% next week.
Is it a podcast?
It's a podcast. We're doing a weekly podcast to start with, Irfan.
Well, a podcast is like a radio sort of show.
No. Irfan, podcast could be this as well. Podcast is YouTube.
Yeah, it's just like a stream. Put it that way.
It's a stream. What we're going to do?
Interactive stream.
Yeah, interactive stream. So we just need to pick a nice time. So big up to CM, big up to Oliver and you. So let's just see Irfan Rainey on Twitter, Irfan Rainey for politics, bit of football on Twitter, Irfan Rainey for music and culture on Instagram. Tom Journalist one. We don't know Tom Journalist's Instagram thing, but he's there hiding like Neil Ashton over there.
I might be Neil Ashton. I'm trolling you.
Listen, he might be Neil Ashton's working with Neil Ashton. Listen, Tom, you didn't go on the pitch tonight, did you? You stopped yourself, didn't you?
Yeah.
So
that might be why I got the prediction right.
So Tom tonight thought, I'm not gonna go watch United because they're gonna get smashed, but he didn't. He was right. He predicted it. But it is what it is, man. Yeah, of course, we're going to do something for the World Cup. Definitely. We're going to be doing something for the World Cup, man. Definitely.
Well, November, isn't it? In November?
No, that's going to be in December, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's in December, isn't it? Yeah, because you've got
Winter
the
World
window.
Cup, Winter World Cup. Yeah. I'll think Chico, we're going to be doing that.
But wait a second. How's it going to work if it's happening? What's happening with the football season if World Cup's on?
That's it. Shortens, truncated.
It gets truncated.
Really?
So you have an earlier start and you have an earlier finish for the season.
Oh wow! So when does the season
No,
start?
what's happening? No, Tom. What's happening is that World Cup's going to be played. Players are going to be giving time off and then come back to start the season.
Oh
again.
yeah, it's going to be like a new. It'd be like a new season. Sorry, yeah. It'd be like a new season.
So it won't be like a winter break or anything like that where they're playing.
No. It's basically you'll play for the full month, then you might have 2-3 weeks off like you would normally, and then you return back for pre-season, don't you? But instead of returning back for pre-season, it's going to be for
on the season.
Continue season. Yeah.
So big up everybody, love and like people. Take care of yourselves. Peace. Big up, say me, Yassi, man. Big up to all the people.
Yeah, big up.
Boo on bloody Starmer and the Labour Party for what they did, the vote they did the other night. Disgraceful. All they had to do was hold a convention of human rights, refugee human rights convention, and they did not do that. What did they do? They abstained like cowards. So we've got.
They're going to say they weren't going to win it anyway. They weren't going to win. It was the symbolism of abstaining. That's what got me angry. It's the fact that only 65 turned up, and the cynics will say, no, wait, they weren't going to win it anyway, and they weren't going to win it.
But the principle, you stand for the principle to all turn up.
Yeah, but when you're trying to win, the Brexit, the flag waving votes.
Yeah, I'm not
the
about
Tory
that.
votes. That's what his strategy is.
You're supposed to lead people, enlighten people. But anyway,
we'll talk it in detail in the podcast. Yeah.
Big up to the people in Yemen suffering still under heavy bombardment and war. Ukraine as well.
Yeah, Ukraine as well.
You know what I mean? In Ethiopia.
Tigray in Ethiopia.
Yeah. Listen,
Afghanistan, which is the worst of the worst, is Afghanistan. Severe hunger issues, malnutrition issues. Yeah. Severe. No one ever talks about it, but it's worse than any country in the world. Just followed closely by Yemen. They are the two most dire situations in the world right now. Afghanistan,
big up to
and Yemen. In terms of no food. Yeah.
Big up, Tom. Listen, big up, Tom. Love, light. Take care, people. Listen, it is what it is, but. Solidarity with all those people suffering in the world, man. Solidarity and love, light. Take care, people. Take care.